Hi everyone. So when I went to Ross, I found this ScentWorx by Slatkin & Co. 2-wick 8-ounce candle in the scent Pineapple Passion, and it was a pretty decent price. So I got it on, not on sale, but I got it for $5.99. They also sell these at Kohl's, and I believe that this is the cheapest price you can find it unless they're heavily discounted at Kohl's. So I wanted to review it because I did try out the ScentWorx before the revamp when they were still made in the USA. If you don't know, they used to be made in the USA, and the vessels looked slightly different, better in my opinion. Now you have this very thin, cheap lid, and it's not super sturdy. Like if I try to grab it from the lid, it kind of plops off. And I think if I tried hard enough, I could potentially bend this. I also want to make a note that this lid right here isn't an airtight seal, so that's unfortunate. But for $5.99 plus at Ross on Tuesdays, they have senior discount, at least in the Ross near me. So I wanted to go ahead and give this a go. They did stick kind of with the octagon shape, but it's just a little bit cheaper. So if you notice, it's just a peel sticker. I think it's a sticker. Yeah, it's a sticker label. It's not a full wraparound like with the ScentWorx ones, but I do like it that it has the scent notes listed. To go back to the changes made, so this is an 8-ounce, 227 grams, but the main difference that you'll see is that instead of saying made in the USA, this is made in the Dominican Republic. And you'll see that right there, made in the Dominican Republic, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but you know what other candles are made in the Dominican Republic? A lot of Big Lots ones and a lot of candles that aren't considered luxury just because the quality went down. But you know, that's just anecdotal. I'm going to go ahead, try to burn this. But to go over the fragrance notes, which I love it when candles list fragrance notes, it says pink pineapple, mango, coconut, white rum. At first, I was a bit worried because I'm like, okay, 8 ounces. The Bath and Body Works single wicks, they are 8 ounces as well, but they only have one wick. So I figured that this hopefully is on par with Bath and Body Works. But honestly, if you purchased a single wick from Bath and Body Works at full price, please don't do that. But it'd be $16.95. However, if you purchase it on sale, 75% off, that would bring the price down to $4.99. And this one is $5.99 for the same amount of wax, but it is 2 wicks right here. So I always worry because it seems a little bit close to the rim, but it looks like it has core wicks and it is decently strong on cold. Actually, it is pretty strong. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. And the fragrance, I liked it because, here, let me smell it right now. You get a lot of the mango. I actually get that scent first, and then I get a mixture of the pineapple. The white rum isn't super there. I feel like this leans a little bit more of like a children's mango, like hard candy, almost kind of like those Mexican candies like that have mango, and then on the inside it's like the gooey mango artificially flavored candy. So to me, this leans a little bit more artificial, or a lot artificial. And thankfully, I don't like coconut, but I don't get a lot of coconut besides maybe like tropical nuances that just play into the pineapple mango plus coconut mix. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead, burn this. Hopefully I get a scent because I've seen, well, I haven't seen many reviews. I've seen like 2 reviews. But anyways, let me go on to burn this. I'll probably show you clips of when I burn it the first time, and then I'll do a review or an update midway because I typically don't do first burn impression reviews because I feel like those can heavily change midway. I mean, your candle might be flawless the first burn and then it like duds out on you halfway. So yeah, that is it for my first impressions on cold. I'm going to go ahead, light this up, and let you know what the updates later on. Hi everyone. So I believe this is my 6th or 7th burn of the ScentWorx 8-ounce jar style candle in the scent Pineapple Passion. Typically for ScentWorx, you can find these at Kohl's or Kohls.com. On the Kohl's website, the 8-ounce retails for $9.99 and the larger 14.5-ounce retails for $14.99. However, if you get lucky and find them at your local Ross, the retail price for the smaller 8-ounce candles is $5.99. I purchased mine for $5.99. However, it was a senior discount Tuesday, so I used my mom's discount, which basically just took off the sales tax. So on the Kohl's.com website, there is a little scent description listed. I'll read that to you now. It reads, a tropical blend of pink pineapple, mango, coconut, and white rum are blended, creating an island libation that is full of passion. And of course, the fragrance notes are listed at the bottom, and it just reiterates what the scent story says, which is pink pineapple, mango, coconut, white rum. When I was looking through the candle aisle at Ross, I really liked how strongly scented it was as soon as I opened up the lid. Thankfully, I didn't get a lot of coconut because, if you may not know, I don't really like a lot of coconut scents. I was able to pick up a predominant mango pineapple medley with a little hint of rum, but otherwise the coconut note wasn't really there besides like a slight refreshing water touch to it. This 8-ounce jar style has a burn time of approximately 25 hours. It has a 2-wick, of course. In case you don't know, ScentWorx was once produced in the USA, as well as HomeWorx. And the reason why I'm mentioning this is that ScentWorx, HomeWorx, and Club 92 are all somewhat sister brands. They're all under the Slatkin & Co. or I guess companies owned by Harry Slatkin. They are sold in different retailers, and yeah, there have been some changes which haven't been great. So if you don't know, previously ScentWorx candles were made in the USA. Now, since I want to say it started in like 2023 or 2024, the production moved over to the Dominican Republic. I got a little tongue-tied. The HomeWorx candles were once, I believe, made in the USA, and now those are made in Vietnam. And a lot of people have reported, me included, that there have been a decrease in quality. Not necessarily the packaging, well, yeah, the packaging, but especially the strength and throw. So if you're curious, I have had the chance to burn one ScentWorx candle before the change, and I want to say that packaging, I liked it a lot more than this packaging. So it still had like an octagon shape. However, the lid and just the quality looked a little bit better. The lid especially, this feels very cheap, like I can bend it if I put quite a bit of force. Not a bit, like a moderate amount of force to it. Whereas the other lids of the older ScentWorx candles, they were all the same material as the base of the candle or the container. But I do want to make a note that something that they do share is that the glass is pretty thick. Okay, why am I talking about this? Is that a lot of candles that are manufactured or made in the Dominican Republic, they're not the best quality. So, for example, if you go to Big Lots, a lot of the candles located in Big Lots that are very cheap, they are either made in Vietnam or made in the Dominican Republic. So when I saw this under the ScentWorx label, I wasn't too optimistic about how it would perform, but I still thought, you know what, let me just like take a shot, and with my mom's discount, I won't be out of too much money. As well as a lot of candles, if you like if you flip them upside down at Ross, they are made in the Dominican Republic as well. That's all to say. Let's go on to my performance. Okay, let's talk about the positives first. So I really like that the glass container of this part right here, it's very thick, much like the older ones. So that means that it retains a lot of heat, which really helps out in the candle pulling out relatively quickly. Each time, even my first burn, or right now where I am like almost halfway-ish, maybe like 40% done with this candle, it fully pulls out within 30 minutes. So that hasn't been an issue. I have been trimming my wicks each and every time, so my wicks aren't puny or anything. Let me go ahead, turn this over. I do want to say though, I think because the glass is so thick, it retains so much heat that if I touch directly near where the flame is, I would burn myself. So you have to be very careful with this candle and maybe handle it with like how I have it on a candle kind of riser, or if you do handle it, maybe have gloves or something. The flames are pretty healthy. They have never been puny at all, and I haven't noticed any visible sooting. There is some wax cling on at the sides, despite the fact that this candle jar gets very, very hot. I even was a little bit worried because I know some previous reviewers who have tried ScentWorx, at least the older version, had issues with the candle fully pulling out. So I am the owner of a Yankee Candle Illumilid right here. So I thought, ooh, let me see if it fits. So in case for some reason you're interested in like, hey, I burn Yankee and I have an Illumilid, would it fit if I'm having trouble with the candle fully pulling out? No need to get some tin foil. You can put your Yankee Candle Illumilid on there. Mine is basically pumpkin, so it doesn't really go with this tropical candle. But, just in case you were curious, it does fit. Not super securely, but you are able to leave it on top. Next thing, am I getting any fallout or sooting? For the sooting issues, I don't have any so far, which I'm really happy. I think that since there is like a little lip right here, it goes from like a wider base to a smaller base. I do notice like very, very small instances of soot residue, but it's nothing that I'm able to see visibly, and my wax pool is pretty clear. Let me go ahead, change the angle so you can get a better look. All right, so here is how my wax pool is looking like. Very pretty. I do like it that there are no carbon ball fallouts, residue, anything like that. My wax isn't discolored, so all good there. Now let's talk about the main issue that I have with this candle. I'm going to go ahead, change the angle just because it's really hot and I don't want to have my phone over the flame for too long. Okay, so what is my biggest issue with this candle? Can anyone guess? Okay, it is the strength and throw of the candle. It's pretty abysmal, which I had a feeling that that'd probably be an issue. During my first burn, when the wax fully liquefied at the top, I was a bit confused because I didn't smell anything, or at least I couldn't smell anything the first maybe hour and a half or so. I really had to hover over it. So I let it burn because I believe this style candle jar, you can only, or it's recommended you only burn it for 4 hours maximum. So during maybe like the third hour, I started getting little wafts here and there, but I would really have to either get closer to the candle, think about the candle, leave my room that I was in, that I had the candle placed in, and come over and kind of like really like throw some air at myself or like create my own wind. So it just wasn't good. But my second burn, I did get somewhat noticeable scent. It was better than unscented. So I would say that the strength of this candle ranges anywhere from a 1 to a 4, which is pretty I'm trying to find the right word to say this, which is pretty pitiful, especially if you are used to Bath and Body Works, Goose Creek, which those two companies I feel are some of the companies that have the strongest candles. Granted, there are hits and misses, but it's very easy for you to get a candle that's like an 8 out of 10, a 9 out of 10, whereas other candle companies, you're stuck at like a 5 out of 10 or something. So I want to say if you are trying to, let's say, look for an alternative to Bath and Body Works or to a candle company that produces strong strength and throw, this definitely wouldn't be for you. I would say maybe if you are into single wick DW candles, maybe some weak sauce Yankee candles, this might be up your alley. But so since I'm burning this in my medium-sized room, I would say if I have this burning for about 2.5 hours plus, I can maybe smell it if I walk within 5 feet of the candle. So it doesn't travel, it doesn't linger, it gets easily lost. I can't even imagine trying to put this in an open concept living room space. So for one of the burns, I did transfer it over to the very small bathroom that is close by to my room. I shut the door and then I kind of let it build up in there for about an hour or so. And I did notice that in that very small bathroom with the door closed, it was maybe at most a 5 out of 10, but that's if you really have to make it work. However, sadly, right now, I am not in that point in time in my candle experience that I want candles for the bathroom, because I feel like I have room sprays that do a better job. I have wallflowers that can do a better job at that. Or, I mean, this is the equivalent of a Glade candle. So if I wanted a Glade candle, I would just go to Walmart and buy one. Honestly, I feel like this is the equivalent of what it is. It's like a grocery candle, Glade candle, heck Febreze. Because despite the fact that the fragrance, going back to that, it's a very nice nostalgic scent because it reminds me, especially of my childhood, those Mexican chamango candies where it has like the very artificial mango flavoring with a little bit of spice or chamoy inside. I mean, there's no spice note in here, but just the mango, if you could isolate that, it smells like that artificial candy. So this is definitely not realistic at all. However, it's a very fun juvenile scent. It doesn't necessarily translate exactly while burning because while burning, I pick up less of the mango and more of that slight, not bitter, but you know, that prickly feeling that you get when you smell a pineapple. It can like cut through some very strong odors. If it's very prominent in a candle, I feel like I get more of that. The rum note completely goes away, the coconut completely goes away, and I am just mainly stuck with this predominant pineapple note with nuances of mango, which I think I would prefer the candy juvenile artificial mango scent versus that one, but I mean, that's okay. So I think this will be my final burn of this candle. I think I have enough experience that I know that I'm going to enjoy it better under my candle warmer. So at $5.99, or my overall thoughts, is that this candle brand, I don't think it's for me, and I don't think I need to try the 14.5 ounce larger size in order to figure that out. So I would say overall ScentWorx, unless there's some major improvements, I will not be purchasing from this candle company, sadly, even if it was on sale or discount, because if you think about it, Bath & Body Works has single wicks that are 8 ounces. If you find them 75% off during SAS, that takes the retail price $16.95 single wick candle. It takes it down to, I believe, $4.99, which is $1 less than the retail price of this 8-ounce candle at Ross, not factoring in the coal pricing. So I think in that aspect, if I wanted like a candle, I know it's one less wick, but I feel like the strength of it is neck and neck, I would say. And I feel like at least with the Bath and Body Works ones, I can put them under a lamp in my candle crock, and I feel like the fragrances are more complex, developed, versus this one. I feel like it's pretty much at the equivalent of a store candle, you know, like where you buy your groceries, where you buy your detergent or something. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend this candle. I feel like the strength and performance is pretty abysmal. I feel like Slatkin & Co. has this like ability for candles to smell very strong on cold, and then they have this disappearing act where the fragrance just does not translate while burning. Sadly, even if you smell a strong ScentWorx, heck, even HomeWorx candle, that doesn't necessarily indicate that you're going to get a good burn or a good performance. So yeah, that has been my overall thoughts on this ScentWorx 8-ounce 2-wick candle in the scent Pineapple Passion. So yeah, let me know if you have any experiences burning ScentWorx, especially the newer candles after the packaging change, what I suspect are the formula change, the wick change. Yeah, I hope you have a great day, and hopefully if you do purchase this candle, if you want to try it for yourself, because obviously people's burn experiences could be different, let me know if this is maybe like a powerhouse candle and I just picked out the wrong scent. But yeah, have a good day. Okay, bye.